Got you like a fish out of water now.
What's up, guys? It is time. It is time. Wow, that pre-show went by way faster than I expected. Let's start. There we go. What happened to my mic? There we go. What's up, guys? What's going on? Let's start the show. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It is Monday. It is Monday Fun Day. How's everybody doing in chat today? Let's get everything set up here. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to be back. We are going to get some music going. So I promised last week that this week we would work on some pixel art, and that is what we're going to do. But as always, we're going to start with a few Skyhook matches. I'm going to add a quick thing to our Twitch join controller. Right now it's not allowing the streamer to play, which was the intention when we started Twitch Plays, but now that it's an automated thing, we want to allow the streamer to play, so I'm going to make that quick change before we play our first match today. So I could jump into the first match with you guys. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Futch! I'm green screening, that's right, buddy. Yeah, I'm green screen so Mr. Taiwan can't raid the stream. Exactly, tell us. Yeah, guys, I made a green screen yesterday on my day off or whatever. And it worked out pretty well. It was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now I'm just kind of like floating in the stream. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I'm enjoying it. And this way, if Mr. Taiwan breaks in, then the green screen will just CG him out. So we're looking for the on user joined. Where are we at? On user joined queue. Join queue.add. Here's where it's called. Somewhere here we parse out the here is valid user. So we're going to say if game manager has profile name, if Twitch manager, if it equals the user, we're going to say and Twitch plays controller dot activated and not activated. So we're going to allow the streamer to join in during Twitch plays. That'll make it a lot more fun. Rodolfo, what's up, Rodolfo? Good to see you, man. Been a while. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Rodolfo. I'm doing good. Glad to hear you're doing good as well, man. XNF, am I using a softbox? No, but I did order one. I'm not using a softbox yet. Luckily, the lighting is pretty decent from this camera and my room's overhead lighting, and I have a tiny little desk lamp pointing at the green screen. But I did order 2 softboxes that'll hopefully come this week, and then we'll have some super mega awesome lighting over here. So I think there's yeah, it for the most part is lit pretty well. It looks like so. Hopefully we'll get some more consistent lighting with the softbox as well. Should be cool. What's up, XNF? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Alright, guys. I'm going to pop the first Twitch Plays Skyhook match for today. Here we go! And it's compiling, and it's loaded, and there we go. Alright, guys. Let's see if I could jump into this now. I want to get a chance to enter. Sweet. Okay, lets me in. Awesome. There you guys are. I was wondering where everybody was going. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Good to see you guys. Might have to turn the music down. I'll mute this audio for now. Alright, we got Rodolfo, XNF, Hank Hooler, what's up Hank Hooler, and myself, Quasi TV. So guys, I added that over the weekend. Now it announces each player as they spawn in one by one. Here we go. Oh, the counter started again. Whoopsie daisies. Whoopsie blazies blazies. Got a little bit of a bug there. Let's go to our Twitch Plays control. Let's fix that right away because that's pretty game breaking. If player join, if showing countdown and not is spawning Twitch players. And what do we want to do? We want some way to know when we're ready. So on end countdown, is spawning Twitch players is false. Set game mode, showing countdown equals false. We can say and not join screen controller has enough players, something like that. Ready. Let's go into here. We did something like this last week. Join screen controller. Where does it show the start prompt? Has enough players is what we're looking for. And I believe we have something like that in the base class we created last week, and it's called showing start. There we go. So we're going to say if we're not showing the start, then don't start the countdown again. Or then start the countdown. If we are showing the start, don't start the countdown. Here we go, guys. Try it again, guys. Let's try it again. Twitch, please. Skyhook. Twitch, play some Skyhook. Let's do this. Oh, I got a new mug today, guys. Check it out. Isn't it awesome? It's a little mermaid mug. It's a little mermaid mug. And it looks so cool on the green screen. It's so fancy. Hey, Jay Pradix. What's up, Jay Pradix? Good to see you. We got 2 people in, guys. 20 seconds to go. Let's give this another shot. Hopefully, it is bug-free. Tell us all the way down there in the bottom left corner. I want to try to improve the range in which it shows names. Arctic, what's up, Arctic? Welcome back, man. X and F popping in. All right, we got Arctic, Jay Pradix, Hank Hooler, X and F. Nice, guys. Here we go. All right, no countdown starting again. It is not pressing start. Come on. I'll press start for you. Can I do it? I can't. Boo. Drunk Devs, what's up? Zoltaire, what's going on? Oh man, Drunk Raid, what's happening? Drunk Devs, thank you for the host, Drunk Devs, awesome, thanks so much. Drunk Dev Raid, what's up everybody? Zoltaire, what's going on, man? Den Buki, Drunk Devs, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for the host, that is awesome. This is the first time we're getting raided, guys, oh my gosh. Sweet. Very cool, very cool. Thanks for the host, guys. If you guys are just joining us, we are making Skyhook, a game where you fight with grappling hooks. And we are working on Twitch Play Skyhook. Sakura Lux, welcome, welcome, welcome. Squares Gaming, what's up? Zoltaire, good to see you, man. Good to see you. I see you were in on that raid there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you for coming here, everybody from Drunk Devs. We put this in the wrong place because that's our player join loop. It should go here. If countdown done, otherwise show countdown. If countdown done, and here we want to say if not showing start, then show the countdown again. Zoltaire, welcome to the crew, Zoltaire. Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Good to see you. And that should fix the bug. Zoltaire, apparently you didn't. It's all good, man. It's all good. Good to have you. Good to have you. Now you'll be our latest follower up there on top. Drunk Devs, thank you for the follow, Drunk Devs, and thank you for the host. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Hope you guys are all as drunk as you seem. Alright guys, let's try this again one more time. Twitch Play Skyhook, here we go. Remember, you can type hashtag play into the chat as soon as the prompt comes up. Hey, Insanus, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow. We are making some Twitch Play Skyhook. You guys can get in on this. Bees everywhere. Blinded Eye, welcome to the crew. Drunk Dev Raid, awesome guys. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Squares Gaming is in. Jay Pradix is in. Gordy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Bees, XNF, Drunk Devs. Hank is in. Weapon of Choice, welcome back, Weapon of Choice. Sakura is in. Zoltaire is in. Alright, winners are Gordy, Jay Pradix, Sakura, and Zoltaire. Awesome. And it should start right about now. There we go. Ah, the countdown started again. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Let's just make it start the match and maybe the countdown will go away. There we go. That was weird. Oh no, it's just Gordy all by his lonesome. Man, we done broke everything, guys. We done broke everything. Sheesh. What have we done? You guys can see right there, I started a betting thing, but we'll get to that in a second. Start countdown. If countdown done. If countdown done. If not, showing start. And game manager dot current player info dot count is less than or equal to 1. Gambling is illegal, Zoltaire. Ah, but it's virtual gambling. Virtual gambling. Cordy HD wins. Yeah, drunk devs. Cordy HD dominated. Oh man. If game manager dot current info count is less than or equal to 1, then show the countdown. That should be Neppy. Neppy, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Good to have you here. We are working on some Twitch plays Skyhook. Let's try that again. Missing referenced object world map controller has been destroyed. Start coroutine, start game, stage name. Alright, let's give this another shot. We could make the cooldown longer, probably. Twitch plays controller. Move delay. I increased it to like 4 seconds or something, but let's make it float delay. Let's just make it like 5 seconds, so it leaves alone. Squares Gaming, what's up? Welcome back, welcome back. Good to have you here, Squares Gaming. How's it going? Hoy indeed, hoy indeed. Let's give this another shot, guys. Let's try some more Twitch Play Skyhook. I added a bunch of features over the weekend, betting on which player is going to win, announcements on who's winning and who's joining the game, and that's obviously broken everything. Oh crap, I just closed it when the queue was open. Alright, I see what happened. We made this move delay too long. Move delay. Let's make it 2 again. Sorry, guys. Sorry. A bunch of wasted hashtag plays. Hope you guys don't hate me by now. We are bug fixing. Sometimes bug fixing gets a little bit annoying. Let's give this another shot. If anybody is getting tired of typing hashtag play, you could wait it out until we get this fixed. But should be good. Should be good. Hank Hooler. Thanks for Hank Hooler. Thanks for typing all these hashtag plays, guys. Hopefully, I hope you guys don't get screwed up. Yeah, if Twitch times you out for having the same text over and over. Sorry about that, guys. We are just playtesting. Oh, weapon of choice. Ah, it's weapon 0 choice. Cool, because zeros show up as tiny little O's. Slots, what's up, Slots? Welcome to the channel. Hank Hooler. Jay Pradex, come on, game, don't bug out this time. Just start the match, please. There we go. Phew. All right, 99 deathmatch. Oh God, no. 3. There we go. That was close. I almost had it set to 99 by accident. And it should be a random stage. All right. Now, is it going to spawn everyone? Cool, we got 4 people. Here we go. Slotus takes out Hank Hooler almost immediately. You guys could vote for what power-up gets in. You could bet on who you think is going to win. Oh, man, that's a lot of caps. The betting didn't work. I have double... oh, man, I have double vertical lines there, so the betting's not going to work for this round, guys. We'll fix that in the next test. Speed gets all the votes. Nice! Hashtag speed wins. Awesome, guys. I might lower some of those font sizes and stuff. They're a little bit obnoxious right now. The HUDs and the font sizes. I can't believe you guys got Lava. Lava's one of the most dangerous places. Hank Hooler dominating. Oh, Hank Hooler gets stuck on the bottom. Gets out of the lava. Heads back down to the lava. You gotta get out of there. Cannon gets a bunch of votes. Hank Hooler takes everybody out. It's just XNF and Hank Hooler now. Is one of them going to fall into the lava first? XNF head towards the lava. Oh, and he sinks into the lava. GG. Winner 2. You guys could vote on which map is going to be next. Oh, it looks like our hashtag cannon thing has stayed up on screen. You guys could vote on which map is going to be next. King's Fall, Swamplands, or Random. Random gets a vote. Very cool. Sakura Law, you couldn't send play a second time. Was it because Twitch said you sent it too many times in a row? That's totally my fault if that happened. Alright, I might lower the chat spam there because it's going to keep saying that every 5 seconds. That's a little bit too much. Votes are in. The winning map is Random. Awesome, it worked. Alright, or let's do it one more time. Let's do one more time. For everyone who missed out on the previous queue. Here we go. Bees everywhere. Bees everywhere is in. Weapon of choice. Insane is how do you open game? What do you mean? How do you get into the game? You could just type hashtag play to get into the game now. Everyone's actually playing on my computer, so it's not a multiplayer game. It's a kind of a Twitch plays kind of a thing. Alright, Squares Gaming, XNF. Alright, Bees everywhere almost broke the screen with that message. Weapon of choice, XNF. Alright guys, here we go. Let's start the match. Death match, 3 lives. Alright, and it should stick to random because that's what we chose last time, or that's what won the vote last time. Alright, King's Fall it is. Bees everywhere. Name so long it still can't fit in our overflow, in our best fit with thing. Oh, X and F takes out Square on the ship. Oh man, every power-up gets a vote. Nice, guys. Alright, a bunch of bots just fall to their doom. Weapon of choice just hanging out by that ship trying to find a way on. XNF almost claws Bees, but he teleports just in time. Cannon gets a vote. Square stuck on the ship. Weapon of choice gets on the ship. Claws Square in the face. Bees goes for XNF. XNF dodges downwards. You guys are wondering what this game is. This game is Skyhook. It's and Bees everywhere wins. Nice. GG Bees. Alright, the betting needs to be fixed. We're not going to vote for our stage this time, guys. I'm going to close it so we can fix some of the bugs we found. It looks like Bees didn't get his doubloons. Yeah, Bees didn't get his doubloons because the queue, it's all, the game's all clogged up with all these messages we're sending, it looks like. Request map vote, so it should send, the match controller should send a message to the game to, award Bees some doubloons, so it should be like treasure, add, Bees everywhere, 1,000. But it didn't, It doesn't do it. And I think what happens is if there's like a timer on when the IRC chat can actually send messages. So I think what might happen is we're sending too many messages at one time. So request map vote, seconds to vote, pick a map, on chat message. So, okay, so we made a mistake here. It looks like we have, one extra line there for betting isn't working. Gordy HD, soundtrack for game, D&D playlist. Cool, man, is that the soundtrack for your game? Did you make this music? Man Sago? Okay, falsies, boo, on match started. That should all work. What was the other bug we saw? The alerts weren't disappearing when the game ends. So we could say game controller. Or, you know what, we could say blah, blah, blah. Yeah, game controller. Geo panels or game over. Dot show panels. This is an update. So here we could say alert. Manager dot clear all. Soundtrack for your game. Square's Gaming soundtrack for your game as well. What's going on, guys? Oh, that doesn't look like the soundtrack for your game, Square's Gaming. That just looks like a random song from Blink-182. Oh, nice, Gordy. That's awesome. Yeah, I won't play it because I don't have permission to play it from him, but yeah, I'll reach out to him. That would be awesome to play your game soundtrack. Show panels. Okay, we can give this another shot. Let's recompile. I'm going to set the sound settings here. See if I could get to it before the game tries to start. Let me in! There we go. I'm going to turn the music down. Turn the sound up. There we go. Here we go, guys. Let's try this again. Let's see if betting works. So now you guys should be able to bet on which character is going to win with your doubloons. Alright, Insaneness is in. Square's Gaming is in. Hank Cooler is in. Alright, we are going to lower some of those Qs. X and F. Tomnik. What's up, Tomnik? Gordy. Neppy is in. Weapon of Choice is in. Awesome, guys. Here we go. Let's see who gets it. Squares Gaming,
This ends
Neppy,
now.
Bring it on.
weapon of choice,
Don't expect mercy.
X and F. Nice guys. So we want to lower some of these delays here. It's going to be a 3 live deathmatch, and it's going to be a random stage. Squares Gaming is a shark, that's right. Alright, you guys can bet on who will win. Alright, Squares Gaming dominating with the shark right now. Weapon of choice not too far behind. X and F still keeping up. Oh, weapon of choice takes out Squares for his first death. Oh, X and F takes out Squares Gaming and falls to his doom. It's just weapon of choice and Squares Gaming left. Oh, X and F is still in it. See, there's something wrong with Finn's melee attack. You guys see that? Let's take a look at what's going on in his sprite sheet in a second. Nice, Bees is betting. Bees, you gotta bet an amount, so it's 3 followed by an amount to bet. Yeah, and Santa's got it right. Cool, betting winner is 3. Awesome, guys. Alright, we gotta vote for random. So I'll throw in a vote for King's Fall. Cool, that worked. I have my bot throwing a vote for King's Fall. Ah, random still won, damn it. Okay, cool guys. It's all good and dandy, that's all good and dandy. Look, most things are working. The timing on stuff isn't quite there yet. And I want to change the Twitch plays. Let's see, for vote. I don't want to request so many votes here. It's way too many times. XNF, where are you doubloons? Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working. Let me do that for you, XNF. XNF 100. Oops. Treasure add XNF 990. Or sorry, 900. Yeah, I wonder why it's not giving doubloons. That should be in the Twitch match controller. And it's supposed to pass in doubloons. Send points to winner. And it ends the bet. So we know the bet is getting ended. It's just these messages aren't. Stream delay. Oh no! I think that might be what's happening. Slots, you check your doubloons by typing exclamation treasure. Exclamation treasure, my friend. I think it's because of this stream delay. What is this value set to? Stream delay is 12. Huh. I think that's the problem. Let's see, float delay. And then we'll pass in the delay. Do 1 more second past the regular delay. So I think the problem is that it's sending it in.
Fish? Did somebody say fish?
Hey, Bees, everyone, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow, Bees. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Yeah, I added this extra stream delay thing, so it doesn't actually say who won, and I might be quitting. It might be ending the match before all that happens. I could set something shorter here. Let's set like 6 seconds. Unless this send message to chat, it's supposed to start a coroutine if there's a delay, using that wait for real times thing from last time, and then send the message. So let's see if that's why that's not working. Cool. All right, guys. But for today, let's see. Is our oh, it's not Friday giveaway. Oh man, it's not Friday giveaway. Let's update our daily stream. It is not Friday giveaway. Hey, no worries, Arctic. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, I promised last week that we would do some pixel art today, and that is what we'll be doing, guys. That's what we'll be doing. Actually, let's do 1 more test run for everyone who's here to jump into a Twitch Play Skyhook match, and let's see if our stream delay thing is working or not. Here we go. Alright, XNF, thanks for queuing in. Insanis, bees. Arctic, weapon of choice. So what we're testing now is slots. What's up, slots? What we're testing now is after the match. When it ends for me, 6 seconds later, it should send the doubloons and the betting and all that stuff should go through. It is Duma, hashtag pixel art. Yes, we're about to get some pixel art today. Alright, we got slots, XNF, Insanits, and bees. If you guys are wondering what pixel art we're going to be doing, we are going to be working on the 5th character for the game. The first unlockable character in the game. Grimlock the Crab Captain. Alright, here we go. You guys could vote for power-ups. You could bet on who's going to win. Nice. Bees votes 1,000 doubloons on himself. Well done, Bees. Well done. XNF dominating right now, murdering all the ninjas. Everybody else is Anara. Bees trying to do duplicate bets, but the game, I don't think the system will allow you to. Arctic, you're on a 45-second delay. Oh man, jeesh. Sheebies. I'm not sure if there's anything I could do about that. That's insane. Just down to XNF and slots. Bees, sorry man, you're gonna... Oh, Invisi gets the win. Look like Bees lost his bet. Sub, what's up, Sub? Insanits, why are you so bad at this game? You gotta train that bot, man. You gotta train. Oh, XNF wins. All right, see. Okay, so the map thing started too early. It's not straight on delay, so I'm gonna wait 6 seconds. In 6 seconds, it should send you guys the winner. Or it should not, because the game hates me. XNF won again. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Okay, I think it's definitely been way more than 6 seconds now, so we can assume that it's not going to send us the winner. Yep. Alright, guys. So there's definitely some major problems with our wait for real times. So we'll worry about that later. Treasure add. XNF 1,000. There's some major problems with this whole stream delay thing. So I'm gonna have to leave. Just gonna leave that out for now. Actually, I'm gonna leave these variables in, and I'm gonna change the stream delay to 0 for now, so it doesn't trigger any of that stuff. Let's take a look at our stuff. Let's let it recompile. In the meantime, the other thing I wanted to add was our Twitch match controller, where it says wins. Is that not it? Alert manager. So here's all of our alerts. Oh gosh, I already used this many alerts? That's crazy.
Fish? Did somebody say fish?
Hey, Slots, welcome to the crew, Slots. Thank you for the follow. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. It's the power-up HUD. There's the manager. Oh yeah, this is alert for Twitch player. Alert Twitch joined. So I want to make sure this is a separate line. Now I should just be able to do this, I'm assuming, right? /n wins? Probably. Insanits, what do you do if you don't have any friends, your parents won't give you a pet friend, and you just feel like a black sheep? You hang out here on Quasi TV, and you make friends with us, man. We'll be your friends. Exactly, yeah, Slots, watch Twitch.tv. Red team wins, blue team wins, blah blah blah, bleep bloop bloop. Alright, so our stream delay thing isn't working. Let's just take one last look at that. Stream delay. Let's make sure we didn't screw up this method. Send message to chat. If the delay is greater than 0, send a delayed message. Otherwise, oh, this is iEnumerator. It's my fault all along. As most bugs are, guys. It's my fault all along. Say 10-second stream delay. Cool, it's static so you can't see it. Spooky Man, what's up, Spooky Man? How's it going? Insanity, look like you're having a tough time, man. Looks like you're having a tough time. I'm sorry to hear it, buddy. Sorry to hear it, but you're always welcome to hang out here with us. Shoop-a-deep, shoop-a-top. Alright, let's get this one more shot, guys. One more shot. Let's see if the stream delay works, and then we're going to jump into our pixel art for today. From Sweden, Spooky Man, hello from Sweden. Hello. It's good to have you here, man. Thanks for coming by. What time is it in Sweden? That's wild. 25 seconds, guys. Cue in. Man, I'm drinking my smoothie way too early. Gotta make this food last for like the 5 hours that we'll be streaming. 122 warnings. Don't look at that, XNF. Why are you looking at that, man? Why are you looking at that? Don't look at my warnings. What sucks too is I go through my warnings a lot. I go 20, 30 and Spooky Man. Dude, you're in the future. This is C#, Spooky Man. C#. Insanit, Slots, Arctic is in. Arctic, XNF is in again. XNF super lucky today. Yeah, XNF. What's annoying is about once a week I do like a warning cleanup. And then by the end of that week, I just rack up my warnings all over again. A lot of them come from third-party tools, but I still try to go through those and fix the source. But a lot of them come from me as well. Warnings are your friends. Unity, yes, Spooky Man. We are in Unity. We are working in C#. Alright, Arctic, Insanits, XNF, and Slots. We're debugging to see if our stream delay thing works or not. Oh my gosh, everyone just dominated by Insanits right there. XNF takes out Insanits. Gotta fix that bug with Finn's sprite. It looks like it's just his blue sprite that got messed up. His other sprites are doing just fine. Calavera, you were stuffing your head too slow. Insanit's voting on himself. Nice. Well done, well done. Yeah, if you guys are just joining us, we added voting using Ankbot. So the game pushes votes out, so you guys could bet your doubloons on who's going to win. Oh man, everybody's invisible now. Kappa! What's up, Kappa? Good to have you here, man. Welcome back, welcome back. Good to see you again, Kappa. Oh, Slots for the win. Let's see if that stream delay works out. Spooky Man, does this game have a server? No, right now this game is local multiplayer only. Alright, well, the map thing is still not on delay. Alright, there's the delay. There, everybody who betted on Slots wins. Ooh, Bees wins the bet. Nice, Bees. Well bet, well placed bet. So we need to make our 30 seconds to vote thing work on the stream delay as well. Spooky Man, yeah, this is all client side. So this is a local multiplayer only game right now. Alright, and the winning map is random. Nice, guys. We are going to go to our Twitch plays, vote, and just add the stream delay in here. Request map votes. 30. So wait 3 seconds plus Twitch manager dot stream delay. So we're going to wait for the stream delay and then we're going to trigger the map votes like before. Inazuma, you guys got in-game stuff? What? Dude. Sweet. That is awesome, man. I'm assuming this is all your art too, right, Inazuma? Very cool, very cool. Loving it, man. So cool. Got some placeholder HUD. Cool little thing to hold the time there. Love it. Yeah, my only feedback would be I wonder if it's... I guess, is he supposed to be super cool? That's why he's facing the other way? Because I imagine I kind of wish I could see his face and he was holding the broom on the other arm, kind of like Squall or Cloud would hold it. Spooky Man, you're a Java developer just starting Unity. Awesome, man. Yeah, you got a head start. Unity C# is very close to Java. That's awesome, man. Alright, guys. We are going to get into the very promised, the very prominent Pixel Art Monday. Let's close out Visual Studio. We're not going to need you right now. Unity, you can stay. You can stay, Unity. Let's plop open some Pixel Edit. So if you guys don't know what we're working on today, we are going to start the stream by working on the 5th character for Skyhook, the Crab Captain himself, Grimlock. Slots, it's a mop. Time to clean up this place. Nice. Slots is a mop. Here we go, guys. This is our sprite sheet. Oh, first we wanted to fix that bug with Finn's sprite. Take a look at Finn's sprite here. There's something wrong with his chomp. I don't see it. Let's take a look at his actual sprite.
Fish.
Finn, main, Spooky Man. Welcome to the crew, Spooky Man. Thank you for the follow. Good to have you here. Let's take a look at what's going on with Finn's sprite. There was like this big white kind of noise around his mouth. And I don't see it in the sprite. I mean, this is supposed to be there. Or is it not? Let's look at his other sprites. So like his red sprite didn't have it. And so yeah, I guess those aren't supposed to be there anymore. I guess I got rid of them? Interesting.
Fish. Did somebody say fish?
Hey, security risk. Welcome to the crew, security risk. Thank you for the follow, my friend. You're watching Skyhook Game Development, a game where you fight with grappling hooks.
Fish. Did somebody say fish?
Urian Rima. Urian, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow. Let's erase all these extra pixels. I think it's just on this sprite. Guess I got rid of all those extra effects.
Fish.
66 Kappa. Thanks for following 66 Kappa. Welcome to the crew. You guys are awesome. For everyone hanging out in stream right now, let's drop you guys all some doubloons. Because everybody here is freaking awesome. 100 doubloons for everyone. I almost said 1,000. That's crazy. 100 doubloons for all you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out today. It is Monday. I'm sure everyone's got to get their week started, maybe going into work or going into school. So thank you guys for coming through to Quasi TV to start off your week. We're about to jump into some pixel art. We are going to first erase. Let's get our background thingy here. We're going to erase these whites because they're looking really noisy in game. Insanus, can't wait for your confirmation to get money so you can buy things that will make you happy. Yeah, man, awesome.
Fish.
Buying things is the
Somebody say
best.
fish?
Hey, Vox Games, welcome to the crew, Vox Games. Thank you for the follow. Man, there's a lot of people hanging out in chat today who has games after their username, right? If you guys don't know the rules of Quasi TV, if you are working on a game, if you're a game dev, a pixel artist, a composer, a programmer, a sound designer, a belly dancer, if you're working on a game, feel free to share it in chat. Just let us know you're going to do it before you drop the link so we know the link is relative to your game. Show us some screenshots of your game, GIFs, trailers, whatever it is. I love to see other indie devs work. So yeah, don't be ashamed or afraid to share your game here on stream. Alrighty. So what we are working on today, guys, is some pixel art. We are working on Grimlock, the Crab Captain. Now we started his, we did most of his animations on stream already. We've got his idle animation here. Let's press play.
Did somebody say fish?
Hey, Prazzle, welcome to the crew, Prazzle. Thank you for following. How's it going, Prazzle? Alright, so we got Grimlock here. We've got his idle animation done, and we did it on stream. Daniel, you're a belly dancer. Well, that's why I said it. I want to make sure I include everyone. Damage Vol, what's up, Damage Vol? Mods in the house, mods in the house. Can we get some mod hype in chat, guys? We got mods in the house. What's up, Damage Vol? We got Grimlock's jump. We got his dodge. We got his looking up. We got his duck. We got his shooting. His shooting up, his ghost, his ghastly ghost. We've got his swinging animation, his spawning animation, which is just nothing right now. And we are going to work on his melee animation. Insanits, you got a link to your game. Let's check it out. This doesn't look like your game, Insanits. This looks like the Worlds of Warcrafts. This looks like all the Worlds of Warcrafts. If you made this game, that's pretty awesome. I didn't know you were working at Blizzard, man. Alright guys, so we are going to work on Grimlock's melee animation. We tried it once before on stream and it was an epic failure. We tried to do an uppercut. We are not going to do that again. We tried to do a forward slash, which didn't quite work out. So we're going to walk through it. We're going to try it again. You guys are going to get to see my pixel art process. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, how I'm doing, when I'm doing, why I'm doing, always ask in chat. Always ask in chat. Let's go into Grimlock. So the first thing I like to do when I'm working on my pixel art, Insanits, you are not working on World of Warcraft, but you wish you were. It's cool, man. It's all good. It's all good. First thing we're going to do is try to rough out the poses of what we want him to do. Now, the thing about everyone's melee attack is they generally are some sort of a forward... Where is it? There we go. They're generally some kind of a like forward lunging attack, forward facing attack. Right? So here's Finn's right there.
Did somebody say fish?
Hey, Fallback 2. Fallback 2, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Good to have you here. So Finn's attack is a forward chomp. Runa's melee attack is a forward punch. Jade's melee attack is a forward slash. And Nara's melee attack is a forward, like, knife dagger slash which, oh, I can see some extra pixels right there. What's up with that? Let's erase, oh, wrong one. Let's erase that right there. Erase that right there. Alright. So we want to make sure we keep Grimlock's melee attack kind of in the same vein. Damage Wall, can you send a link? Yeah, man. Dude, you're a mod. You don't have to ask me to send a link. You've got all the link privileges, Damage Wall. Thanks for asking, though. But yeah, you can send whatever links you want. I trust you, man. I trust you to send appropriate links at all times. Junie Tunes, nice work. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Fish? Did somebody say fish?
Hey, Blood Rage Cow, Blood Rage Crow, Blood Rage Crow. Welcome to the crew. I almost called you Blood Rage Cow. That would be also an awesome screen name. Damage Wall, viewers exploded. Yeah, Insanus. Ooh, Damage Wall colored a sketch that I did of me. Oh my god, and you added the Skyhook logo to it. That's awesome, man. This is great. I love it. I love loving the coloring. And you have a picture of me in it on the top right. Was that for a reference to what I look like? Oh man, Damage Wall colored in the sketch I did of myself last week. That is awesome, dude. This looks great. Cool. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. I have to find a place to include it. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to inking that drawing myself. I want to get like the lines cleaned up and stuff. But you did a great job, dude. Great job. If you guys don't know what this is from, every day at the end of the stream, we do a chat sketch, or sorry, a cooldown sketch from suggestions by you guys in chat. So here's what we did last week. Junie Tunes, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow. Last Friday we did these suggestions: drawing of me, picture of me, a drawing of me drawing, drawing of Gabe Newell, and a drawing of One Punch Man. So we do a whole bunch of stuff like this. You guys can check them all out on my art blog, which is quasiart.tumblr.com. Let me run this through you guys. We're gonna do this later today, so stick around. Last week we did this one, which is one of my favorite ones of all time. It's a T-Rex riding a tricycle, a dancing ballerina elephant, a plumber penguin. It was such a great time. So yeah, we do a bunch of these. So hang out, guys, toward the end of the stream, usually around 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. We start taking suggestions from chat. We choose a random winner, and I will draw your ideas live. Daniel, too many dev kits, too little space. Ooh, too many dev kits. Too many dev kits. It's a lot of dev kits. All right, here we go. Let's jump into some Grimlock melee. So again, trying to think out this attack. Let's grab some black. We're on some black. Let's make sure. I'll try to stay in camera while I draw on the Cintiq, guys. I'm gonna pull it forward. It's probably gonna get into the camera a little bit, but that's okay. If you guys don't know how I'm drawing, I am using a stylus with a Wacom Cintiq 22 HD, and I'm drawing on it, drawing on the screen. So how is this guy gonna do a melee attack? It's got to be forward. Let's look at some references of Jade's. I'm going to turn the opacity for this down. So the hit has to be here. This needs to be the anticipation. Right? This needs to be the hit. Overlap. And then this is kind of pulling in.
Did somebody say fish?
Or ease. Hey, Ahmed, welcome to the crew, Ahmed. Thank you for the follow. E. And then this is going to be going back to idle. Uppercut, yeah, June Tunes. We tried the uppercut previously on stream. The problem is the animation has only 5 frames, so it really doesn't work out. There's not enough frames for the character to strike and then return to his original pose. It also doesn't look as clear as the other characters with their forward attacks. Yeah, and I'm thinking of a very similar thing. Yeah, have him thrust this claw forward and chomp down. We tried that once before and we got it kind of wrong, so I have to adjust kind of the timing on the chomps and how he withdraws his claw. Catboy, you'd love some explanations on anticipation and stuff. Yeah, totally. I'd love to go through that. So, there are 12 principles. 12 principles of animation, guys. If you guys are trying to get into animation, whether it be pixel art, 2D, 3D, you are nothing without the 12 principles of animation. It is life. It is love. 12 principles of animation is everything. Now, one of the principles of animation, some of the idea, Crosses Starwind, pushes himself forward with his claw against the ground and headbutts the enemy. Ooh, that's a cool idea, a headbutt, yeah. I hadn't thought of that. So let's talk about one of the principles of animation, which is anticipation. The idea of anticipation is that for every action you do, you anticipate that action if it's an organic action, right? Robots don't anticipate. Kofaz, welcome to the crew, Kofaz. Thank you for the follow. So robots don't anticipate because they just move straight, right, left and right. Humans anticipate, right? So when you try to punch, you don't just like punch someone, you pull your arm back and then you punch, right? So this pullback is the anticipation, even if you try to like sucker punch someone, there's like a tiny like you need to kind of gather that what is it potential energy, and then you do the strike, right? So a punch, there's the anticipation back and then forward. It's with everything, right? So if you guys are sitting in your computer chairs right now, whenever you get up from your computer chair, you kind of lean forward, you anticipate the movement, and then you push up, and then you get up from the chair, right? So you always have to lean forward and then stand up. I dare you guys sitting in your computer chairs to try to stand up without anticipating, without leaning forward at all. Just like get straight up, and your body can't do it, right? Because you have to anticipate the move. Spooky Man, try to code the animation. No, I'm an animator first, my friend, so I do all the animations by hand. Inazuma, have him throw the claw out, chomp down, and snap back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do something.
Rather donate to someone who's showing of something he's good at, rather than someone who's just streaming for the cash playing CSGO or WEGL, mate.
Prazzle. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Prazzle. Prazzle, thank you so much for the donation. Oh my gosh. Guys, can we get some love for Prazzle in the house? Prazzle, thank you so much. Nappoke, welcome to the crew, Nappoke. You're watching Skyhook Game Development, but back to Prazzle. Prazzle, thank you. Oh man, I had to just sit there and listen to that whole message. I love that the little robot reads out the message because they're super silly. Prazzle, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means so much. That means so much, man. Thank you. Seriously. Seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. Donation hype. That's right, Damage Ball. Donation hype. Matter of fact, let's get some more donation hype in here. For me getting a donation, I think everyone in here deserves some treasure. Let's go treasure add viewers 500 doubloons for everyone every time I get a donation, guys. Let's do it. Let's do that from now on. Prazzle, thank you so much, Prazzle. You are awesome. You are so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get back into some pixel art, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Damage Ball. Oh my God, 11,000 doubloons. You're out of control, dude. You're a sky pimp. You're out of control. Someone's got to put a stop to Damage Ball. Damage Ball, you might have missed it earlier. Dan, I don't know if you missed it too. We added betting. YouTube, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow. Guys, we added betting to Skyhook. So when Twitch plays Skyhook from now on, you can actually bet on which player is going to win and win more doubloons. Dan's KMK, welcome to the crew, Dan's KMK. You're watching Skyhook Game Development. Inazuma, the power of creative. Yes, creative category has been awesome for us, guys. So we are working on this Crab Captain's melee attack. We have not gotten anywhere. Let's get going. So we were talking about anticipation, guys. So for every action, for every organic action, there's always a anticipation, a kind of a prologue to that action. So you guys can see it here, the anticipation for a melee attack. When Jade claws forward, she first pulls her claw back like a punch and then swings forward. Damage Ball, yeah, we added betting. We're going to do that very soon on stream. We were doing a little bit of it earlier today. So let's think about Grimlock. Tell us, creative is the shit. Yeah, creative's been awesome, man. Creative's been awesome. So let's zoom in here. So if you guys haven't worked before in Pixel Edit, I'm using Pixel Edit to animate. It's super awesome. I have my sprite sheet here laid out, and I can animate on each tile one by one and actually watch the animation in real time right there. Quastimo, welcome to the crew. I love people with Q's in their name. Q's are awesome. Q's in the house. Q's in the house. Welcome to the crew, Quastimo. What? Opacity is not 100.
Fish? Did somebody say fish?
Hey, Lannister, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow, Lannister. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's under... Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks so much for the follow, Lannister. How's it going, guys? Ultra Uber, be right back. See you in a bit. So we're going to do our melee attack. Let's turn this opacity back down. I was confused by the 100. I'm going to put it super low. Let's do like 43. And let's put Grimlock on top of Jade so she doesn't cover him at all. Alright, so we're not going to worry about the anticipation first. So the way I would like to work in my animation in the beginning is go pose to pose. So just decide on the key poses. So the main key poses here, since it's pixel art, is usually every single pose. But even the more main key poses is the actual strike here, the hit frame, and then I guess we could probably say this frame when he's recovering from the hit, because that also deals with the overlap. Why just 5 frames? That's a good question. Crosses, that's a good question. So when the game started, I had to decide how many frames the animation is going to be. Now, the more frames you do, the harder and harder it gets, right? So the animations right now are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. So the idle is 6 frames, the run is 6 frames, the dodge is 6 frames. I started off with 4. I decided to push it till 6 because I'm a greedy animator. But the more frames you put in, the harder and harder and harder it gets to do because it takes more time. It takes hours and hours and hours to finish up. Now with the melee attacks, it's 5 frames because right now it's set to 5 because I use the first idle animation, because what actually happens is it goes from here back to idle. So the last frame in the melee attack is actually the idle frame. So that's why it's 5 frames. If I add more, it's going to mean I have to reanimate all the other characters, and the other characters were animated with 5 frames as well. So if I want to add a 6th frame to every character, I have to go back and, add a 6th frame for every single character. For now, I'm dealing with the limitation of 2D games just doing 6 frames. Ultra Uber, how am I doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We got a lot of viewers here. We're having a good time. We got a donation. Thanks to Prazzle. Prazzle is awesome. And we are going to do some pixel art. We haven't done some pixel art in a long time on stream, guys. Let's do it. I've just been talking and not pixeling. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. So we're going to think about his hit. So some of the suggestions are striking forward with a claw. Now we've tried uppercut before, it didn't work. We tried a forward claw before, we couldn't get it just right, so let's give this a shot again. So I have my hotkey set up here for framing through. So when I'm animating, I like to feel like I am framing through the animation or like flipping the pages, right, like in a flip book. So I have my hotkey set up for period and comma. I think those are the default hotkeys for pixel edit to frame back and forward, back and like previous and next, back and forward, back and front. I don't know. So I can kind of look at the actions between frames. So let's go for our hit. We're going to turn on onion skinning. We're going to turn off this background so we can get some onion skin action in there. So here is our first anticipation and then our hit. Now I think what we tried before is that on a hit frame, the claw was still open, and I think that's why it wasn't reading very well. I think it's because the claw was still open and not hitting, so there wasn't actually a strike happening. So let's try claw closed this time on hit. Quastimo, yes, this is a game engine. This is in Unity. Are there transitional frames? No, Crosses, there aren't any transitional frames right now. That would mean even more animations. That's something a lot easier to do in 3D. It's a ton of work to do in 2D. It does make your game look even better, but yeah, right now there's no transition frames. Although, I mean, you could kind of, these frames right here, these last two, E and I, are this is technically a transition frame, right? This transitions him from, it's like a universal transition frame. So it goes from melee, and then it kind of goes into this neutral state, which will transition really well into falling, jumping, or idle, which is the common frames you'll end up after performing a melee attack. So I guess in that sense, yeah, there's usually one frame for transition. Kappa, thanks for answering the question, Kappa. So we're going to bring him back. So if you guys know how I work, I start with very, very rough shapes, right? We're not going to worry about getting the real pixel art and the real stuff in here. All we're going to worry about at first is getting these giant forms that look like the character and judging how that feels. So we're going to bring him back. He's going to take a step back here. His front leg is going to stay where it was. Always wish I had more space, but that's one of the interesting things about 2D games and pixel art games. You have to deal with limitations you're given, right? Every player is just 38 by 38, so we have to try to do interesting things within that limitation. We got to try to do interesting things within 38 by 38 pixels. Trying to create more negative space between this claw and his body, so it's more clear that he's whipping his claw out. We might end up rotating that claw a little bit as well, but I don't want to rotate it too much because it's going from this frame. Oh, I think I got it wrong. The smaller claw should be on top. Whoa! The smaller claw should be on top. And the bigger claw should be on bottom. Alright. So here we're gonna say let's start with just he already clamps down by the time he gets to this frame. Inazuma, I do my rough stuff very different than yours. Cool, Inazuma. How do you Green Lycus? What's up, Green Lycus? Inazuma, how do you do your rough stuff? I'd love to know. Junior Tunes, a forward jab and a cut like scissors. Yeah, we're going to do something similar. Unfortunately, we can't do 2 moves because we only have 5 frames, so we only have enough frames for like 1 big move. So this looks a little more like a sucker punch, so maybe it is right that he has to keep his claw open for this frame. Which is looking at the playback, it looks like he's doing a sucker punch, which is not what we want. And then on this frame, it'll clamp down. Alright, I can kind of start to see it. And then here, so we can get rid of Jade stuff now, we don't really need her. All we care about is Grimlock right now. Then we can lower these a little bit. Could be, yeah, crosses. Could be a closed blunt hit, like a blunt weapon. Yeah, like he's just punching you with his big old meaty claws. That's true, that's true. Spooky Man, do I work for a company or do I work on my own? I work on my own, Spooky Man. I'm working on this game. I do all the art and the code. And work on my own, my friend. Where is our onion skin? Oh, wait, we are on that frame. So here, he's going to go back. He's going to go forward.
Fish?
So his head
Did
should be
somebody say
somewhere around the midsection. Hibikio, welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow, Hibikio. Good to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. We are animating a crab pirate captain right now. That was not good. So here, his head could probably go back. So what's going to happen at this frame is he's going to start flying forward, because the character gets propelled forward while they're doing their melee. Let's look at like Jade's. So a cheat I do is I lift their feet up in all their melee attacks. You can see Runa like totally jumps up. And the reason for that is right now we're reusing the melee attack for both on the air and on the ground. Otherwise I'd have to reanimate them for in the air and on the ground. So this is going to have to be down. Let's look at Runa's actually. Yeah, so if we could raise this up a little bit and just kind of almost like get him on his tippy toes. Now he has these tiny little nugget feet, so it's going to be hard to make all that stuff read, but we're going to give it a shot. Damage Ball, thanks for the shout. Ultra Uber, yeah, green screen is brand new, guys. I made the green screen yesterday myself. I built it, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It makes me pretty fancy. Cross says, what if his melee sneak attack with his other claw? So the problem is, guys, another interesting limitation of the game is we can only use their screen left arm, this arm right here, because if you notice they don't have another arm. The other arm is actually dynamic, because that's the arm that's holding the grappling hook. So this arm can be doing anything else right now. It's actually attached to the player dynamically. You can actually see it over here. This is his other arm. So these arms are actually animated programmatically. So we sadly can't even use those for the melee attack, because you guys should probably learn, like, you should know this if you're watching me animate these melee attacks. It'd be way better if the melee attacks were from the other arm, the arm behind him, right? Because then it opens up the pose more, so his chest would be facing the camera as opposed to right now where his chest is going to have to face away from the camera. Generally, you want to animate your characters with their poses more open towards the camera. The technical limitation we have is the other arm is used for the grappling hook, which is way more important in a game about grappling hooks. So we have to animate all the melee attacks with the screen forward arm. D'Angelo, the green screen works. Awesome, thanks, man. Yeah. Came out really good. Inazuma, you're a good man, Damage Ball, indeed. Damage Ball is the best. Alright, so here he's going to fly. Let's get some Runa reference in here. I'm going to lower that opacity. So I'm going to look at it. So he goes up, and then here Runa lifts her legs, and we're going to have Grimlock kind of do the same thing. We'll, of course, adjust it for his body type later. And then here is the return to idle. So we're kind of using the similar foot falls like Runa's. I really like how hers work, because she kind of jumps off the ground, which makes it work really well for melee on the ground and in the air. Ultra Uber, you tried making green screen with green towels. Yeah, this is actually Quasimo, how long does it take to make a 2-second animation? 2 seconds is a long time, man. Takes a long time. Like on average, at like Pixar and Disney and stuff like that, those animators will work on like 10 seconds of animation for an entire week, right? So it takes a long time, and a lot of times that stuff's not really valued by like kind of people who don't really know how long animation takes, and then they expect like, oh yeah, like I'll ask this guy to do Pixar animation. It'll be really short. It's 2 frames. It'll take a little amount of time, but that actually takes quite a bit of time. At least if you want it done really well, right? There's a reason why in some games you look at it and be like, wow, the animation's so good, because a lot of time was spent on it, thinking about it, changing it. Like, look at it, we already tried 2 different animations and we didn't like them, right? I could have just accepted one of these and be like, well, it's done, But nope, we keep trying to rough out different animations. We're not like just settling, which is I think what makes a big difference between like really good animation and like kind of good animation. So much time and effort on just a few seconds. That's right, Prazzle. Prazzle the man, by the way, guys. Prazzle is the man. Or woman. I'm not really sure. Either one is fine. Either one is fine. But Ultra Uber, yeah, I actually made this green screen myself, guys. This is a giant green cloth and several PVC pipes, which I used to build into a giant green screen stand. And in total, it costed me like 20 bucks or something. And it's working out pretty well. And I just pointed my table lamp at it, and my blinds are adding some extra light here, apparently. Prazzle, you're a man. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I never want to assume gender for you guys. Okay, I think his legs are going up a little bit too high here. And then too forward here, because he's going to end up back there. The other thing we can do is we can kind of steal his head to get a good idea for how things are going to go. So we're using this to roughen like kind of the volume of his head, and then we can of course adjust it and clean it up as we need to. I don't know why Grimlock's been so challenging for me. I hate it. I'm gonna keep it rough. Not one. Do you have to get a tablet to draw? Tojo, what's up, Tojo? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not one. You don't have to get a tablet if you want to draw, but it definitely helps a ton. It definitely helps a ton. Crossing, yeah, it's a good point. Wouldn't his giant claw kind of pull him forward more than the other characters? Yeah, that's a really good point. It's a really good point. Unfortunately, another technical limitation we have is that all the characters are the same, so their melee attacks are actually the same. So the movement forward, I try to keep him centered here on the sprite, because the movement forward happens technically in-game, like programmatically in-game. So the game will actually slide him across the screen, whereas he, in the end, so that because of that, in the animation, he has to stand still, so that the game can actually slide him forward smoothly in the game, at runtime, like during the gameplay. So here we need to look forward. He's going to go from there to this frame. So we probably want his claw to be like coming in at this point, like around here, and his head to be somewhere around there. Probably doesn't need crazy overlap on this move. Curious to see if he should be facing forward. Some of the other characters look much better during their melees because they're actually looking forward. Medezi, is that? I think you're speaking. I don't know what language you're speaking, but I don't understand it. It's not English. Sorry, man, I only speak English. Well, I speak other languages too, but that's not really important. We speak English on the channel. I don't know what you're saying. Adjust these opacities again. So I'm looking at the other characters. Just seeing what it is about Grimlock that's not feeling as good as some of these other characters. Now, if you guys remember on stream, we had a very similar problem with Runa. Runa was a huge challenge. It took us multiple attempts to get her punch animation going. Lannister, you just watched the trailer for Skyhook. Looks awesome. Thanks, man. You like how you don't settle with your animation in order to make them better. Keep it up. Oh, Lannister, thanks so much. That means a lot, buddy. Thanks so much. Hibiki, hola equals hi. Yeah, that I know. I know hola equals hi. I speak a little bit of Spanish. Ultra Uber, how much do you need to pay someone to make a 2D animation for 1 second? Really varies, Ultra Uber. Really varies on the character, the density, the size of the character, and the person's rates, right? Like their actual rates for the animation. 1 second is like, I think this animation is 1 second. And this would probably take me like 3 or 4 hours. So if you imagine if my rate, this is not my actual rate, but if my rate was like say $20 an hour, then that's like 80 bucks, right? Or 60 to 80 bucks. So yeah, it can get pretty expensive. It can get pretty expensive. Depending on the quality you want, of course, right? Like I've worked with clients in the past who don't really want very high quality. They'd rather just kind of have the animation done, and that's totally fine. You can get it done like that as well. Since it's my game and my time, I try to maintain pretty high quality. Ultra Uber, yeah man, making games is not cheap. Making games is not cheap. That's why some games go off to cost like millions and millions of dollars, right? Because you have to pay all these very, very talented people lots and lots of money to do lots of work. Then again, you can also find, you know, new up-and-coming pixel artists and up-and-coming freelancers who maybe charge like $8 or $9 an hour. But I guarantee you that like very talented pixel artists will charge you quite a fee. In 3D games, yeah. Oh yeah, 3D games, so much more complex, right? Because you need to pay someone to do the modeling, someone to do the rigging maybe, someone to do the animating. And even if that's all one person, that's going to take them a week or more for a character probably. But yeah, you can always find people with cheaper rates, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get great quality, right? What I like to do when I've worked with freelancers in the past is I'll do kind of an experimental pass, right? I won't just talk to somebody and be like, all right, we're going to sign on for a $5,000 contract where you're going to make all the art for the game. Instead, I'll be like, all right, cool, like I like your work. I think we might work well together. So here is a task, like let's say Grimlock's melee animation or Grimlock's running animation. So do that. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if we work well together, and then we'll go from there.
Fish.
You know, and sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, Iava, welcome to the crew. Or sorry, Java, not Iava. Java 8, welcome to the crew. Java 8 compiler. Welcome to the crew. Thank you for the follow, Java 8. Yeah, right. We all thought Call of Duty was the same since 1995, except for each iteration, they spent millions of dollars to make sure it wasn't the same, and it looked incredibly different, and felt incredibly different. And every animation kept getting, like, way better. I mean, some of the animations and transitions in Call of Duty is absolutely insane. Alright, so right now there's not a lot of power in his claw. It looks kind of like he's just like flapping it at somebody. And he's like, hey, get out of here. Go away. Get out of here. So I'm not liking that too much. And I think it's maybe because it just drops down too early. And then pulls in too quickly. So what we're going to do with this guy, which I haven't actually done with I haven't had to do with the other characters, but another method I like doing is we're going to use giant blots. So stuff about Grimlock is hard to see some of the major forms, how they're animating through with just the sketches. Although I'm not hating this. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start blotting in forms. So I'm going to make like his big pink hat here. So the biggest forms in him is his hat, his claw, and his belly. So I'm going to just blot in some of these forms so we can track them better on screen. So you can already see I have a big pop right there in the head. Now a pop is when like a movement is happening too drastically from one frame to the other that it doesn't look like it's like happening in between. It's just like a big snappy movement that's unintentional. Ultra Uber, Flappy Bird's creator made so much money for just simple scripting. Yeah, man, but that's also one game in a bazillion, right? Like we can all spend our whole lives making really simply scripted games and put them on the Apple Store, and the chances of us becoming the next Flappy Bird is pretty much the same as the chances of us winning the lottery. I don't know about you guys, but I never won the lottery. So we're going to use red for his claw so we could track it easily. This is a technique I learned by watching the creator of Crawl, or the artist behind Crawl, work on his game. I believe his name is Barney Cummings, I believe. And what he does is he uses kind of just like big lines and shapes to plan out animations. And it helped me a lot with some of the bigger things, like the Griffin. Oh man, the process of the Griffin was excruciating, but doing it kind of in this form, following big shapes, helped a ton. And then breaking shapes up. Firebird has a great plot. I'm not sure what the plot is. George, hey there, what you doing today, George? We are working on the 5th character for Skyhook, the pink crab captain here named Grimlock. Green Lycus grappled in the face. Oh, sorry, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. Green Lycus. So I feel like he's not turning his head enough. Let's look at Jade. When does she turn her head? She turns her head right on the move.
Fish.
Runa turns her head. Yeah, she's not twisting her head enough for this move. And I remember somebody was helping us do this. Sylvae, welcome to the crew, Sylvae Snare. Silver Snare, thank you for the follow. I told you to have the Griffin creation created. Oh, Griffin creation recorded. I don't think I do. I had a GIF of it, I think. The process of it. I'll have to look that up. I tweeted about it a lot. Let's see. Waste Quasi Griffin. I remember tweeting it in progress and stuff. I did it all in like a day. So I don't know if I had the progress. Huh. If you Google my name, you get some pretty cool pixel art. Never knew.
Fish.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Somebody
like
say
dead.
fish.
Hey, Camlax, welcome to the crew. Cam Jax, thank you for the follow, Cam Jax. Sorry guys, the L's and J's look the same on stream. What sites for C# scripting tutorials? Yeah, learn programming? Nope, learn to code? Damn it, what are my commands? Did I do hashtag? Oops, I meant this. Actually, Code Academy does not have C# stuff, but if you YouTube like learn C#, the first set of tutorials are pretty sweet. They're pretty sweet. These blinds are killing me. Let's reverse them to go the other way. There we go. Alright guys, I'm back. Let's go this way so you guys can see the viewer count. Griffin, or Griffin? Yeah, that is a good question. That is a good Griffin. I prefer, honestly, I prefer Gryphon. That's how I spell it. Gryphon. You can tell a lot about a man based on how he spells it. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, I don't have the Griffin thing recorded. I had a GIF of it in progress, I think. I can see if I could look that up. Let's see what we got here. Searching my entire computer for the word Griffin. Cryfin, yeah. Cryfin is the CryEngine version of Griffin. Napoke, do I have a music playlist? Yeah, I do actually. I have a YouTube playlist. If you mean the music on this channel, you can type the command for music and see who are. And actually, all the music is listed down below. If you mean my own music, I will link you to my music playlist. It's old mostly just all epic instrumental stuff. This is my personal YouTube playlist for when I'm working. But this song is by Derek Victor. There we go. Thank you, Damage Vol. This song right now we're playing is by Derek Victor. But so you can get his playlist. There's a link to his playlist down below. Griffin, Skyhook Griffin, Griffin Walk, Griffin No Background, Griffin. Here we go. Let's see if I could pull. Oh no, I didn't want Photoshop. I wanted some Google Chrome action. So I think Toja asked how I do my Griffin. So here is the first animation of my Griffin. This is how it all starts. So the hardest thing about the Griffin was when it was walking was so this is all for this animation, guys. If you're wondering what the hell we're talking about, this is the animation. The first animation I did of the Griffin. It was for Pixel Dailies, way back, sometime last year in 2015. And I was like, man, I've wanted to put a Griffin in the game for so long. So what better way than to just start it right now for Pixel Dailies? So I worked on this Griffin. So it was a walking Griffin. And the hardest thing was, I had never animated a quadruped walking. So that was a huge learning experience. So I had to Google, of course, quadruped walking reference. I watched a bunch of videos of lions walking around. There's some great reference for that. And then I used, if you in the animation survival kit, they have a bunch of quadruped references for horses walking and dogs walking and lions walking. This is a really good one. So I used this image right here. And so I kind of, when I animate quadrupeds and complex characters, I work the same way. I'll use red to separate out some body parts and blue, well, I'll choose whatever color, but I'll use 2 separate colors to separate out the different legs. So that's how I studied quadruped walking. I watched a bunch of videos of lions and stuff, and this is the first version I did. Red is the screen front leg, and green was the screen back leg. Yellow is the major body masses, so the torso, the hips, and the head. And what's interesting, and so I would have them on different layers, and then I would hide and show different layers so I could focus on just that animation. And what's interesting is the ball, like the butt and the chest, and the head are just bouncing balls, right? They're just like the basic animations of bouncing a ball up and down. And then these little markers down here on the bottom, the griffin looks amazing. Thanks, Damage. Thanks, man. These markers here on the bottom were to track the footfalls to make sure they were smooth, right? It's really hard to see if it's being smooth up here. So if these lines are moving back and forward very smoothly, then I know the feet are falling very smoothly. So that was the first version. That's how I got the base things down. And I tried to start doing it like super fancy pantsy, just animating everything at one time. And I will tell you right now, that did not work.